Welcome to the morning session. Namaste, Gopal Bhaiya. Namaste, Priya Didi. Namaste, Sharmila Didi, and all the panelists. Today we have two sharings. One is Ushakumari Didi, and the other is Manilal Vijay Bhaiya. From Ushakumari Didi, we have family also. I'll just give a introduction. Usha Didi is a former professor and head of Department of Electrical Engineering from College of Engineering, Trivandrum. She is currently working as a Dean Corporate Relationship, MBCET. She has started her UHB from June 2020. And Didi has completed UHB refresher, I should say, part 1, part 2. Also completed UHB 2 and 3. She has started her morning session from January 2021. As for sharing, she has shared around at least 10 times. She is a co-facilitator in various and shares various content to various groups. So I welcome Didi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If you want, you can on the video also, Didi, if it is okay with your side. Otherwise, you can continue with the same. Namaste.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Didi.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Sharma. Am I audible, Didi?
Yes, Didi.
Okay. Good morning. I respected Sharmala Didi, Gopal Babu Bhaiya, Tara Bhaiya, Sunil Bhaiya, Rajul Bhaiya, and all respected mentors and dear co-explorers. I am Ushakumari, retired professor and head of the Department of Electrical Engineering from Government Engineering College, Trivandrum in May 2019. Currently, I am working as professor and dean of corporate relations at Mar Basilius College of Engineering, Trivandrum, Kerala. Actually, I started my USB journey in June 2020 after attending the introductory FDP and repeated the same introductory FDP multiple times for getting more clarity on the proposals. I have also attended Refresher Part 1, Refresher Part 2, UHV 2 4 times, 1 online and other 3 offline. 2 held at our own institute and 1 at TKM College of Engineering. And attended UHV 3 at SRM University, Chennai in May 2024 and participated in the UHV International Conference in November 2024, National Conference of Volunteers held at Pune, Bangalore, Ghaziabad, and I am participating in the RP development meetings and online weekly meetings regularly and SWR weekly meetings. I am attending the morning sessions from the third batch onwards, I think so. This is the 10th time that I am sharing my experience in the morning session. Before attending UHV program, I was no clarity about the purpose of my life, my aspiration, and there was no control over my imaginations. Because I was not aware of the imaginations or feelings going on within me. During most of the time, I was influenced by the behavior of the other person, events happening outside, and I was concerned about my body only. Due to this, the so called happiness was depending on the outside factors, and I was seeking happiness from outside. Also, there was no clarity about the difference between body and the self and their needs. Previously, I was doubting the intention of the other person and finding fault in others. I thought that the other is to improve and not me. During this time, I occasionally experienced happiness, unhappiness, excitement, depression, etc. Now I understand that the major issue was the ignorance and the instant reaction within. Then takeaways from exercise 1. From exercise 1, I understand that for achieving basic human aspiration and for ensuring the continuous happiness, I need to develop three things within myself: right understanding in the self, right feeling and right thought in the self, then develop the competence for right living in the self, the world outside, in terms of the behavior with other human beings and work with the rest of nature. I am able to see the self by the self, that is consciousness by the consciousness unit. To be aware, that is a step number 1. I have to observe my imagination at every moment, that is desire, thought, and expectation without any reaction. In most of the time, I am able to observe the imaginations within me. Previously, it was difficult to observe the feelings going on in me. Now I am able to check my feelings, which is in line with the natural acceptance, leading to happiness in me. If the feeling is not in line with the natural acceptance, I am able to drop that feeling at the same instance after analyzing it. If the feeling in me is naturally acceptable, it leads to harmony or happiness in me. I am clear that I am the I am deciding the feelings. I am deciding the feelings in me, and I know that I am responsible for the feeling within. The other person or situation outside may act as a trigger only. Previously, I thought that the other human being or the situations outside is responsible for my unhappiness. I had complaints against them, doubt on the intention of others, and I wanted them to change. And I was expressing my observations based on my feelings. Now I am able to understand the intention and competence parts clearly, that is, feeling of trust. Step number 5: what is the basis on which I decide my feeling, thought, etc.? If it is based on right understanding, then it is in line with the natural acceptance. If it is based on assumption or preconditioning, then there is contradiction, opposition, anger, or irritation within me. Which feelings are naturally acceptable? Feeling of relationship, harmony, and coexistence are naturally acceptable, whereas opposition, disharmony, struggle, conflict, etc., is not naturally acceptable. That is clear to me. Here I have to explore more to understand relationship, harmony, and coexistence in its completeness. Then 7, ensure that the feeling at this moment is in line with the feeling of relationship, harmony, and coexistence, not otherwise. On this basis, I'll be in a state of harmony and happiness at this moment. In most of the time, I am able to observe my feelings in me while doing any activity in daily life. I am sure that I have still to improve my competence level or understanding level by reducing the reaction and not finding fault in others. That's about exercise 1. Then about 2, exercise 2, I am able to observe that the self and body are two distinct realities, that is clear, and the transaction between self and body are in the form of information through the space. The decisions regarding the exchange of information between the self and body are entirely by the self or the consciousness unit, and to interact with the body as and when required. Here I use the body as an instrument of the self only. And the example for this, I am responsible for maintaining the health of my body. Previously, I have taken medicine for thyroid for the last 20 to 25 years. Through regular exercise and lifestyle correction, it is normal now. And another one, during the last 1 year, I have been suffering from serious skin problems. I was able to observe that the self and body are two distinct realities and their requirements can be fulfilled separately. With this understanding only, I haven't gone through panic or any disturbance within myself. Observing the distance between the self and body, I know that I am not the sensation, I am not in the sensation, but there is a difference or distance between the self and the body. And step number 5, associating meaning to the sensation, that is external events like behavior of the other human being, physiochemical things like climatic change, then effect on my body, feeling or thought or imagination within. And there are two ways we can read the information from the body based on knowing it is based on right understanding and right feeling, or just assuming. Here also, the decision maker is only me, and the body acts according to my instruction. It is clear. I react when my samskar is based on assumption. I respond when my samskar is based on knowing or right understanding. Here I have to work more to purify my current samskar. Sometimes I am influenced. And seventh step, I know that I am in space, but I am not able to see the space completely. Also, the self is in space, body is in space, and the information from the body and instructions from the self to the body are passing through the space. The space is not having any activity, and all units are submerged in space. Space is not energized. All units in space are having activity, energized, and self organized. I know that I am in coexistence in the space. As a summary, I have to say that before attending the morning sessions, there were conflicts within the family, and after attending FTPs and exercises, I have changed a lot. I started observing each and every moment without reaction. Due to this change in me, I am able to see the changes in the others also. I understand that the major issue was my reaction and the ego within me. Initially, it was very difficult to maintain relationship. Slowly, it is changed. Even though the other person is reacting, I only respond because I know that there is some disturbance or opposition or conflict in the other person. That's why the other person is reacting. I am calm and happy now. I understand that I am the deciding person and what type of feeling I need. That is feeling of relationship, a feeling of opposition, anger, conflict, or contradiction. Now there is no suffering or sacrifice or adjustment with my spouse and children, but only the feeling of relationship with them. I'm able to understand that the other is also similar to me with the same purpose program potential, but the difference is only at the level of competence, and there is complementarity at the level of understanding. Then I can make a program for improving the competence of both of them without disturbing the behavior of the other person, and it is done unconditionally. During most of the time, I am a listener. I feel calm and understand that the life is light, and I am improving my self confidence also. And I know my destination clearly. I need complete freedom from all the units in space. But I am related to all and I am responsible towards all. I have to work more and more to reach the destination. I am continuously improving my consciousness level and removing darkness from my own self by referring my own innate faculty, that is natural acceptance within me. My source of happiness is innate and within me without depending on outside matters. As far as happiness is concerned, self is more important than body. And I am clear that I am not seeking care or feelings outside or seeking happiness from outside. My program is that most of the time I am focusing on myself and I am deciding my activities based on knowing or right understanding, not based on assuming. After attending USP 3, I have got more clarity about the block, B1 block of the self. Then commitment for contribution towards developing a humane society. After getting clarity about the proposals of USP, I am sharing universal human values with the faculty, students, supporting staff of our institution and nearby institutions regularly, and sharing contents with the family members, extended family members, alumni working in different parts of the globe, and sharing content to public with the different backgrounds like senior citizens, family groups, teachers in various parts of the state, etc. Already we have introduced student induction program for the first year students in our institute, USP 2 for the second year UG students, PG students and research scholars also. This year, we have conducted the SAP as a 2-day workshop for each of the 11 batches of the first year students separately. That means around 650 students. Our faculty who have already completed the USP 2 was equipped to handle the sessions under our close monitoring. The, the students have reported this to be very effective from their feedback. It is informed that they are able to understand the purpose of their life and their goal or objectives cannot be altered by any external factors. The management also have informed that there is significant changes in the behavior of the first year students apart from the previous batches. Then two batches of PG students have gone through the USP content and they have informed through the feedback that they are confident now, able to reduce the screen time, able to maintain good relationship with the family members and colleagues. They are stable and confident also. Actually, our institution is a good platform for practicing and validating the USP proposals, and we have selected minimum 10 students to strengthen the self-exploration process and doing some outreach programs of the institute. This can be, they can be considered as student volunteers. From the interaction with the students and who completed the course, I feel that if they are having clarity about the purpose of their life, they will be living with the happiness, prosperity, and able to fulfill their basic aspirations. In my experience, through sharing the content, we are exploring along with the participants and we are able to sharpen our self exploration process and able to accept my current samskar and able to accept the other person as such with the current level of understanding with the feeling of relationship. Usually, myself and husband are going together for sharing the content, and it is seen that it is very beneficial for the participants, and they are express their feelings during the session. My reaction level is almost nil. Now I am able to accept the reality in the way it is. I am expressing my deepest feeling of gratitude to all the mentors, co-explorers. Actually, in the UHV content has changed my life a lot. I am continuing my UHV journey in my life. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you, Ushakumari Didi. Now I call upon Sharmila Didi. Namaste Didi.
I think we can take Manilal ji's sharing also. Then I'll.
Yes.
Ji.
Okay. Manilal ji, namaste.
Namaste, Didi.
I'll just give you a short introduction, Bhaiya, and then we'll start with you. Manilal Bhaiya is a former project director, Cooperative Academy of Professional Education, Kerala. Bhaiya has started UHB 1 in April 2021. He has also attended UHB 2 and UHB 3 and a morning session from November 2022. So Bhaiya will be sharing it for the seventh time. He has been actively working as a volunteer in faculty development program. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Didi. Can you hear me?
Namaste.
Can me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Bhaiya, sure.
Good morning, Sharmila Didi, Sunil Bhaiya, Yashan Bhaiya, Anidavane Didi, and dear my co-students. Thank you, Didi, for the nice introduction. I am Manilal from Trivandrum, retired as an executive engineer from the Irrigation Department of Government of Kerala in May 2015. Thereafter, I worked as a project director of the Cooperative Academy of Professional Education Kerala, which is running 9 engineering colleges, 3 nursing colleges, and 2 other professional institutions under the Cooperative Department of Government of Kerala. And I have till November 2024. I was also working as a technical consultant to the Kerala Bank, Kerala Housing Federation, Agricultural Cooperative Staff Training College, and few cooperative institutions in the state. We have 2 daughters. The elder one, Swati, is working in Texas Instruments, Bangalore, and is settled there. The younger one, Shweta, has completed her PhD in applied mathematics with a specialization in epidemiology in the University of Warwick, UK. My journey in ESV. My wife, Ushakumari, has been exploring USB since June 2020 and getting inspired by her and seeing the change in her, I decided to attend USB 1, the 5-day online workshop in April 2021. After that, I have attended USB 2 face-to-face workshop in September 2022. And also, I was fortunate to attend the USB 3 face-to-face program conducted at the SRM University, Chennai in May 2024 and at the volunteers meeting convened at the SRM Gadseba. I'm attending the morning session since November 2022, which helped me to improve my competence and to get to more clarity on USB proposals. I usually attend the USB content sharing along with my wife for various groups in which I share my experience, examples, etc., which enables the participants to connect the proposals to their daily life and found it to be very useful. My state before exploring USB proposals. There was no clarity about my aspirations, and I used to react when I found something unacceptable, and there was no control over my imaginations. Most of the time, I was influenced by external factors. Due to this, my happiness was depending on the outside features, and I was seeking happiness from outside. There was no clarity about the self and body, clarity about the needs of self and body, and about the reaction and response. Previously, the real meaning of happiness was not clear. I understand that major issue was the lack of clarity, my instant reaction, and the ego within. This is the ninth time I am attending the morning session, and I shared 7 times in the morning sessions. I'm continuing the process of self-exploration. As my wife and me are attending the sessions together, it is easy for us to practice and implement the essence in our daily life. This has brought harmony in my life and able to maintain harmony with my colleagues and others by improving the right understanding and right feeling in myself. Takeaways from the exercises. From exercise 1, I am able to see the self by the self. To be aware, I have to observe my imagination at every moment, that is, desire, thought, and expectation, without any reaction. Mostly, I am able to observe the imaginations within me. Now, now I am able to check my feelings, which is in line with natural acceptance, leading to happiness in me. Or else, I'm able to identify the and aware of the thought a bit late. If the feeling in me is naturally acceptable, it leads to harmony or happiness within me. I am clear that I am deciding the feelings in me, and I know that I am responsible for the feelings within. The other person or situation outside may act as a trigger only. For an example, when I was working in the cooperative academy, one of my subordinates has not spoken to me or faced me for more than a year, but doing his duties in the office. I was not affected or reacted to this. After I left that office, sent me a long apology saying that it was due to a misunderstanding and apologized. After this, I called him and told that I have no intention to harm you and I am undergoing a program on USB and so I cannot react. I appreciated his understanding and it is thus clear that we need not react but wait till the other person is having understand to hear us. That's it. Fifth point, what is the basis on which I decide my feeling, thought, etc. If it is based on right understanding, it is then it is in line with natural acceptance, and if it is based on assumption or preconditioning, then there is contradiction, opposition, anger, etc. Sixth point, which feelings are naturally accepted? Feeling of relationship, harmony, and coexistence are naturally accepted, whereas opposition, disharmony, struggle, conflict, etc. naturally acceptable, not naturally acceptable. I have to explore more to understand relations, harmony, and existence to its completeness. I know that I have to improve a lot in this area. 7. En- Ensure that the feeling at this moment is in line with the feeling of relationship, harmony, or coexistence. On this, I can say that I'll be in a state of harmony and happiness at this moment. I am sure that I have to improve my competence level by reducing the reaction and finding fault in others. Coming to exercise 2, I'm able to observe that the self and body are two distinct realities and coexist. I can see that the transaction between self and body are in the form of information or sensation through the space. Exchange of information between self and body are entirely by the self, which is the decision maker. I interact with the body as and when required. Fourth point, I'm able to see the distance between self and the body, and I know that I am not the sensation, I am not in the sensation. I can read the sensation take place in any part of the body. There is a space between self and body. 51. Associating meaning to the sensation, that is external events like behavior of the other human being, physiochemical things like climatic conditions, effect on body like pain or itches, feeling through feeling or thought, or that is imagination within, etc. There are two ways we can read the information from the body based on knowing it is based on right understanding and right feeling, or just assuming. Here also, I can see that the decision maker is me, and the body is acting as according to the self. Sixth point, I react when my sanskar is based on assumption, but respond when my sanskar is based on knowing. Here I have to work a lot more to improve my current level of sanskar. Seventh point, I know that I am in space, the self is in space, the body is in space, and the information is passing through the space. The space is not having any activity, and all units are submerged in space. The space is not energized. All units in space are having activity, energized, and self organized. I am in coexistence in space. Regarding our commitment, I may inform that I am discharging the responsibilities assigned by USB Foundation from time to time. I have volunteered as an observer in 3 AICT programs. We regularly attend the weekly meetings of SRM, daily morning sessions, etc. We have shared 46 USB introductory workshops, each one with a duration of 1 to 3 days to people from various sectors like family, alumni groups, senior citizens, doctors, bank officers, faculty of various engineering and arts colleges, students of engineering colleges, MBA students, commercial institutes, corporate offices, offices of regional passport office, other state level offices, office staff and security staff of various engineering colleges, and the cleaning staff there. In total, we have engaged in workshop for more than 200 days in the last 3 years. The participants were across the state, and we together will go to their institutions as an our own and sharing the content. Participants usually form WhatsApp group and following continuously and interacting with us, and we are sharing with them regularly. In most of the sharing in offline mode on the content of gratitude, when we sharing the content of gratitude, it is usually to give a piece of paper to the participants and ask them to write on one side that what their parents have done for them, and on the other side, they were asked to write what they have done to their parents. In most of the cases, the one side will be full and there will be nothing on the other side. After some time, it is seen that the participants were weeping or leaving the classroom with tears. This enables them to know the true meaning of gratitude. Also, this assures that the content have reached the self of each of the participants. When we say that everyone deserves respect, particularly the cleaning and security staff, it was totally new to them, and the remarkable improvements have noticed in their work culture. One of the remarkable sharing from the participants was that One of the MBA students, a boy, started sitting with his mother and taking dinner together. Earlier, no one cared about their mother. In another case, one of the students complained that no one in his home listened to him. We inquired whether he was involved in any of the activities in his home. The answer was a big no. So he just informed that no one will hear you unless you involve in the day-to-day activities in your home. This was an eye-opener to many of the students, and most of them started involving in one way or other. We usually get a request from participants from each session to have sharing to their friends, neighborhood, or people they are associated. And this way only we are able to continue this journey. We wish to continue with the ESP journey in future. I expressed our sincere gratitude to Sharmila Didi and other mentees and co-explorers for opening the ESP content to our life. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you, Maya. It was nice to hear you after a long gap. We did meet in SRM in UHV3,
Thank
both
you.
of you all, and it is nice hearing both of you all. Thank you. And as family, you have done a lot. And after listening that you have worked or given a lot of time towards the society at large, it's very nice and honor for us to listen to you. Now I call upon Didi, Sharmila Didi, Namaste.
जी नमस्ते नमस्ते उषा जी
Namaste.
नीलाल जी
Namaste, Didi.
yeah very nice as always to hear you and I mean I'm familiar with the fact that you have been going out and um, spreading this content to various different institutions different people and in the process meeting so many others joining hands with so many people and it is making a huge difference in
Yes.
their life and I think in your life also.
Surely, surely.
Contentment and the satisfaction you must be feeling, I can sort of understand that. And I think that is one of the major motivating factors which lead to so many of us as volunteers working for this without asking for any kind of return from it. And that
Yes.
is what it means to be doing our duty. That's how I see it. And I think you, as a couple, make a tremendous example for so many others. And we keep saying that when both the people in the home are involved with that similar goal, working towards the same goal, it makes not only other people's life better, but it makes the home also better for both individuals.
Yes, Didi. Yes.
Yes, and today Manilal ji shared all the examples. It was very nice to hear all of the, actual practical things that you are doing and how it is making a difference. And I think that is what is needed for people to introspect and to realize so many things that we take for granted. Especially, I like your exercise on gratitude a lot
Yeah. That is
because it,
very effective. Mm.
what is that?
We will give so many such examples to each of the people. And
Yes.
in one case, one student which he was after his plus two in an institution, he asked us whether we can share it to her sister, elder sister. She has just got married, and there are some issues with them.
Yeah.
So many such examples are there.
Very nice. Very nice. I think this is what makes the difference, you know. The content by itself is very beautiful, but when you relate to the other and you give your own personal touch to it, that adds to the value of the content. And
Yes.
like you mentioned, for the gratitude part, I don't know how many people might be having complaints against their parents, but if you really sit down and see
Mm.
what has been done on both sides, then I think the answer is very obvious, which
Yes.
is what
Yes,
you were
Didi.
mentioning. Yeah.
Mm.
So uh, it's really good. And I think uh, with all of this,
Mm.
uh, the changes that we want to see in society can happen at a much faster level. Imagine if so many of couples could be doing this. It would just make things happen so much faster. Things
Yes,
would,
yes, yes,
you
Didi.
know, go by leaps and bounds. So this is what, and for Shamakanji's um, question, I would say that the more of us that join as volunteers, the faster we can do this work. And of course, not just limit to the country, but make it a worldwide thing so that
Yes,
everybody should have the opportunity to at least be exposed to this, you know, so that they can at least think about reaching to their full potential.
yeah.
So, um, all the best to both of you. Best wishes for
Thank
your
you.
future journey also.
Thank
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 you.
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 Thank
Thank you,
you.
Didi.